Good morning, you guys. It's Tiffany, and I just did an entire vlog. And as it was saving, I realized I was lying. I was lying to you guys. I was lying to myself. And that is a really slippery slope pattern for me because that's how I used to binge. I would lie to myself and go, that wasn't a binge. What are you talking about? You just worked all day. You hadn't had time to eat. So that's, the reason you just ate for the last 5 hours in a row before you went to bed. So I even had nightmares about gaining last night because I just knew it was going to be huge. It was going to be a huge gain. And I had just gone off the deep end, and I kind of did go off the deep end, but I was a 0.6 gain, which still puts me at 2.2 pounds below LIW. So while it was gain, it was not as horrible as I anticipated. And I ate a lot yesterday, you guys. I did not eat to hunger, and I totally lied to myself thinking, yes, I did. No, I didn't. I had the worst cravings I've had since I started this. It was like mind consuming. It's all I could think about was like candy and chocolate, and oh my god, I wanted cake so bad I couldn't think straight. And so I made that paleo mug cake, which, let's be real, it's a bowl cake. It's huge. And I'd eaten half of it, and then a couple hours later I had a quarter of it, so I had a quarter left, and I had stuck it in the fridge. And so I did that. I did eggs yesterday for like a little omelet yesterday.
I don't know what you mean by...
Sorry. Somehow my Surrey got pushed. Where was I? Oh, eggs. So I ate eggs. I made that paleo cut cake thing, and it knocked those cravings right off the shelf. It was awesome. And it wasn't even that great, but the honey was sweet enough. And I had those little mini baking chocolate chips, those little tiny ones, and I threw probably, 20 of them on top to melt in, just kind of an extra sweet. So it was sugar I should not have had, but it was enough to knock me off that cycle, that weird obsessive cycle I was on. And that was scary. But I made this entire vlog. So last night, 2 girls came over to get ready at my house before we went out. And I made dinner because I thought, we're going to probably need some dinner tonight. Something decent instead of, I didn't want to be tempted at the taco truck or the hot dog guy at 2 in the morning type of thing. So I made chicken piccata. And it uses... So I used mostly coconut oil, but I did put a little bit of butter in there. But I used capers. I used artichokes that were marinated in oil. And I used heavy cream. So, that right there, 3 big things. And you really shouldn't even have artichokes, I read on P3, because it's still high in carbs. So I only ate a little half of the bite, the Costco jar thing. So I ate one. I probably actually ate 2. Don't lie to yourself, Tiffany. You probably ate 2 of those throughout the evening. So we sit down and have dinner, and I ate what I thought was a nice small portion. I was over full. I won't lie. I was over full. And so they're still getting ready, and it's probably 20 minutes later, and I've put everything away, and everything's in the dishwasher, and I caught myself in the fridge, in the Tupperware, gnawing on another hunk of chicken. It was halfway in my mouth, and I was chewing away, realizing I was just so full, and here I am again, and that scares the living crap out of me, because that's my habit. That's something I really thought I was getting in control of, and that was a really ugly truth that I did not want to revisit. I did not want to admit that was still in there, and I didn't even realize it. So when I'm telling you guys what I was eating, and I ate, some of this mug cake, and And it had coconut flour in it, and coconut milk, and butter, and I wonder if it would be better with Truvia in it. I might have to try that next time because it didn't taste great, but it was just enough sweet to kind of like kick you off that obsessive train that I get. I ate a lot yesterday for being on my first day of P3. I did not eat to hunger. I ate a lot. So we go to the bar, and I ended up with 2 drinks. I had vodka soda water with lime. Again, not great, but it was booze, and I was like, yay! I get to be part of everything. And can I just tell you that wig does? I always find a cute boy. I always find a cute boy when I have that wig on. Which, granted, he might be, sorry when he figures out that's not my real hair. So, we'll go ahead and get into that story a little later. But he's pretty cute. So, and he's an Italian, which means nothing but trouble. I'll get back to that. So yeah, I was lying to myself again. I was lying to myself on how much I ate. I was lying to myself on what was in it. I'm going to have to start writing it down again. I mean, I was really good to like write everything down on P2. I'm going to have to do it for P3 because my head is skipping ingredients. I added a lot of new things yesterday. For only a 0.6 gain, I'm pretty freaking impressed. And can I just say, I have not been dancing. And granted, maybe that was it. It was a pretty solid 3.5, 4 hours of solid dancing. It's like all the songs you know by this band. This band plays all the songs you just wouldn't admit it to your friends. Neil Diamond, ABBA, Journey. They're all songs you just don't quite admit it to your friends. They're guilty pleasures. And so you're singing and you're dancing, and I have these stupid 3-inch heels on, which are usually my most comfortable. I won't go any higher than that, especially for long stints. 3 is my max. But my feet hurt today, and my calves hurt, and my knees hurt. I'm like, well, that's been too long since I've done that. But, so after the bar, the girls are hungry, and I'm like, la 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 la. So we go to 13 Coins, which is kind of an all-night, I wouldn't say it's a diner, it's more upscale than that. It's, anyway, you can all look it up. But they have, like, everything in the world on the menu. And so I'm like, oh, I'm not really hungry, so I think, I'll just have some iced tea. And they're like, you have to have something, even a snack. I mean, you just do something. And I'm like, so I totally caved. I was like, oh, okay, yeah, you're right, I'll eat something. And so I ended up with a bay shrimp cocktail. I figured I can take it home. And I did. I took probably 4 or 5 bites of it, and then I asked for a box, and I put it away. But it has ketchup in it, so... But I didn't eat it all. It's going to be for lunch today. And then, yeah. So that's where that is. And, I'm not very proud of myself that those really ugly little habits are still there. That's, a lifetime of lying to myself, and yeah, I was lying to you guys too. I was totally sugarcoating it, going, oh, well, I only did this, and I only did this, and I was really good. No, I was not good. I ate way past hunger. Way past hunger. I ate a lot of new things for the first freaking day. And I had, 2 cocktails, which I was kind of planning on. But I did not plan to do all the other new things and eat that damn bowl cake. I mean, let's get real. It's not even a mug cake. That thing is a bowl. And, yeah. So, that's not very fun to realize it's still there. So, I think I'm going to break this into 2, because I want to talk about the boy.